Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of solving scale problems. This is standard 7.5C in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 10 of the 2025 released STAAR test. This is a new item type called hotspot, and if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. Right, so we are looking for one correct answer, and you see we can just select one of our cities here, and there's only a way to select one answer, so let's get this 1 point. And what do we have here? We've got Layla lives in Austin. Okay, so Austin not only is our state capital, it is in the center of this little map here. So we're going to keep focus on that. And it says that she visits another city in Texas that lives 146 miles away. So 146 miles from Austin. Now, if we happen to know our Texas geography, we can probably answer this without that. But we don't have that memorized, so we have a scale drawing. Now, they don't give us the scale on the map itself. It's in the sentence. So we have 0.5 inches equals 25 miles. That's our scale. So basically, we want to know, is she going from Austin up to Fort Worth, to Waco, to Odessa, to San Antonio, or to Houston? Which one of those is 146 miles away? And all we have are their measurements in inches, the distance they have in inches, because we can't draw a life-size map of Texas. That would be the size of Texas, much too big. So we can solve this a few different ways. One way would be to think, let's set up a proportion. You can always set up a proportion. All right, so if we've got, let's start with what we know. I know that there are 0.5 inches in every 25 miles. So I'm going to set up a proportion. And so I want my inches and my miles to match, top and bottom, numerator, denominator. And so what's the only other number I have? 146. All right, so we can set it up like this. And so we're missing the number of inches, right? This number of inches right here should match the 2.92, 1.90, 3.46, so on and so forth. So let's do some cross multiplication. Let's see what we can do. So we've got 0.5 times 146 equals 25 times, I'm going to just call it x, 25x. So what's half of 146? Well, half of 146 is going to be 73. You can either cut it in half, times it by 0.5, that's fine, equals 25x. And so what we can do here is we can think, if I divide both sides by 25, what am I going to get? Well, I'm going to get a decimal. I really don't feel like doing that, uh, that calculation right here. I'm going to use a friendly number here. If this was, instead of 73, if it was 75, it would be 3, right? X would be 3. So since it's a little bit less than 75, I'm going to say a little less than 3, because it was really 73, not 75. And so what do we have is a little less than 3. Really, it looks like that Houston, the 2.92, is going to be the best. Some of you might have also thought of just proportionally, how many 25s does it take to get to 146? Well, 25 times 4 gets you 100. And then another 2 would get you close, the 150. So this is really 6 times 25. So 6 times that 0.5, what are you going to get? Well, you'll get that 3. So you could have done it that way as well without setting up a proportion. Either way, our answer is going to be that Layla is visiting Houston at 2.92 inches away.